add your scripts, right? So if there are certain scripts which are not there in the our existing library, those scripts can be created in minutes using our WinfoTest script assistant, which is a AI powered script assistant. So this is sitting in your browser as an extension, right? And what you need to do is you need to just navigate, and then it will capture everything, right? So let me just demonstrate quickly how it is done. So I'm just going to start my script assistant, and then I will just follow a scenario. For example, let's say I will create an invoice. So let me just sign in to my Oracle Fusion application. Then I will navigate to invoices under payables. Under tasks, I will click on create invoice. And I'll wait for a form to show up so that I can do my entry of the values to create the invoice. So in this case, I will just add, let's say, the invoice number. I will add an amount. I'll add supplier. And rest of the fields are pre-populated, so I'm not going to add them. I will enter amount under lines, and then under distribution combination, I'm just going to enter the basic combination. I'll do a validate. I will capture the updated amount with the taxation. Then I will enter in the amount field, and I'll do a revalidate. So once that is done, I will just do a save and close, and I will just stop and submit. And it will ask me for me to enter some mandatory fields, which is nothing but the process area. For in this case, it is procure to pay, modules accounts payable, role is AP specialist, test case, let's say create invoice. And I'll just copy the same. Then I'll enter a priority value. I'll make the product version as 25C, and then select the script as custom, application Oracle Fusion, and I'll do a submit. As soon as I do that, it gives me a script number, which I'll just copy. I'll go to my application, and I'll do a quick refresh. And then I'll just search my script. Yes, it is present now. And let me just select my script. And if you see, the script got generated. It captured every action along with the step description, the input parameters. Input parameter is what it is allowing my application to interact with the web, and then a set of actions that has to be performed on those input parameters, and any other field that is mandatory or required. If you see, it is generating a very simple English language like script, which is the excellent factor of the WinfoTest tool, right, and the platform. So this is how your scripts get created in matter of minutes. We just have to navigate through the application, right? Now let me quickly move on to the test run page. So once we have created your scripts, right, we have identified your standard scripts, which is lift and shift, and we have created your custom scripts, right, by navigating through your instance. So we then will configure test runs. So if you see in the test run page, you will be able to view all the different test runs that are available. You can also filter a search test run through your filter that is available, project or test run name, and then you will be able to see your test runs, right? So in the test run itself, if you see, let me take a template test run which I've already created. So in this test run, if you see, we have two test scripts. One is create invoice and initiate and for approval, and then approve invoice, right? So now this script already has test data generated because it was captured through our script assistant. In case we are re-executing the script, right, by creating a new test run, or let's say we are want to make some changes to the existing test data, we can just input the test data template, which is going to download a spreadsheet, and you make those changes and you upload it back, or you can manually make those changes over here as well, and make sure that all the test data is available. Now your two, let's say your test number 2, which is approve invoice, is dependent on your first test, which is create invoice, because it is utilizing the invoice number. In that case, you set up a dependency, right? So over here, I have set up a dependency that my PTP API 580470, which is approve invoice, is dependent on the create invoice script, right? And then I save it. And I also, if in my second script, I will be using the invoice number. So how do I do it is, I may, in the search, for example, if I have to use the invoice number, I will give the test run name followed by a separator, and then the sequence number of the test script, and then followed by the step number. In this case, if you see, the step number is invoice number is on line number 70. So this is how we create dependency between different test scripts, and also we are able to capture the value and pass on to the next script. And we have parallel execution. So when we execute the scripts, the execution is simple through the test run page as well. So we just select the scripts, we enable it, and then we click on execute. As it executes, it will run in parallel. So dependent scripts obviously will be in queue. So execution of this script will start. If there are other scripts which are non-independent scripts or independent scripts, then those scripts will start, in parallelly in different nodes. And if the script is dependent on your existing, or your master script, then obviously it will be in queue. And when this script is executing, only then it will execute. And if this script fails, then automatically the dependent script also fails, right? We also have an option to validate. So in this scenario, if I click on validate, what is exactly happening is, so it is validating the test data with Oracle Fusion, right? The data present in Oracle Fusion by calling the endpoints. At the same time, we have also integrated, the endpoints. And if you click on your input value field, it will also showcase the values that are present in the Oracle Fusion application, basically. So it will showcase your data. You can also choose from there. Same data which is populated in your Fusion environment will be showcasing here as well, right? So you can also do a complete test run validation, where you just click on validate and it will validate and it will return a validation successful. So this helps you to make no mistakes while execution. So you can just validate everything at a time, make sure your test data is valid, and then initiate your execution. And you just then click on execution, right? So once this is done, so we create, let's say, your test runs. So in this case, we have created AP test run, accounts payable test run. Let's say I've similarly have created an account receivables test run, right? Which is, let's say, create receipt, and I have gone through the same process.